Our 19-year-old daughter is getting married next month, and I thought it would be fun to show you the things that we got for her and her fiance for their wedding shower. That's coming up here shortly. These things are not normal gifts or your average gifts or expected gifts to give for a new couple. Now, the couple, they are registered online, you know, for your normal everyday necessary items like cast iron skillets and pots and pans and knives and things like that. But we decided to go a different route. We wanted to get her things because everyone that knows them will get them those things, right? I mean, those are necessary. But we decided to go a different route and get them things that no one else will get them. Get them things that they do need, and this will also give them a really good start when they're, you know, building their life together. So these things are a little, you know, unorthodox, but they're fun. And we decided to go this route because she wants to do everything just like I do. And so I thought this would be a really good start to help her in that journey of her own. And also another reason that I decided to go this route was because she's getting married in December. So, you know, December, you got winter, you got colds and sicknesses, things like that. So I wanted her to have a simple start, just to make her new home feel like home. So I do have a few other things to get, okay, such as a knife sharpener. I've still got to make an apron. I'm hoping to have time to make an apron. I really don't know. And there's also some soup bowl cozies, some coasters that match the soup bowl cozies, and like one of those plastic, like Walmart bags, you know, plastic bag holders. Still waiting on that. And then there's also some odd and ends of cooking utensils, you know, spatulas, graters, certain special knives that we want to get her. So there are some other things that are not here, but this is what I'm excited about. So let's go ahead and show you. And to let you know, you don't always have to go mainstream and do what's expected. Think out of the box and have fun. So I broke this down into 4 categories of what we got them, okay? So I decided I'm going to go ahead and just hold up each category, and then I'll zoom the camera in to where you can see each little thing within each category, okay? So the first category, and the one I'm most excited about, is her apothecary, okay? And here's what the apothecary looks like. Now, none of these things are wrapped or are in bags or boxes or anything, okay? So just keep that in mind. I'll have them wrapped or boxed or packaged pretty when it gets time to give them to them. So the first thing here is the apothecary. Okay. And we'll go through that in a minute. The second thing is an essential oil set. The third thing is coffee. And the fourth thing is where the stuff that I had just mentioned that I don't have yet, all of those little extras will go into a bag with this stuff, okay? So this fourth thing, there's more things, okay? So I'll go ahead and I'll just zoom the camera in on that one first because it's too many things to hold up. All right, so this is the fourth set. So, okay, so I got all these books new for her. So this is a Fix It and Forget It cookbook. It's for your crock pot or slow cooker. We have one, and it's been really nice. I thought this would be good for her since, you know, they're just starting their life together. This is a way that she can put some home-cooked meals on the table while they're working towards building their house, because they're going to be busy. And then there is this Traditionally Fermented Foods book. I really like this book, and you know, she's already able to make some of the things out of here. So this will be a good book for their health. And there is this Betty Crocker cookbook. It's the Newlywed Edition. So she pretty much knows how to, I mean, she can cook anything from scratch. That's what we do here. But I thought it would be good because not only does it have recipes, it has It has all kinds of tips and how-tos. Like this one here is on cutting up a whole chicken. Okay, step-by-step pictures on how to do that. And there's all kinds of things like that in here. Okay, so then in the fun bag, in addition to the stuff that I told you I don't have yet, I'm also going to put in some masking tape and a Sharpie, because we use these pretty much every day for labeling herbal stuff or tinctures or leftovers or putting things in the freezer. We use masking tape and a permanent marker pretty much every day. To go with that, I also have some dry erase markers, because whenever we have our leftovers, we use a dry erase marker and date the leftovers on the container lid when we stick it in the fridge. That way we know like how old it is and if we should toss it or go ahead and eat it. So that's for this. And this is just a simple notebook, no big deal whatsoever. The reason I'm throwing this in here is because this is going to be her kitchen notebook, and she'll keep it in a cabinet just like I do, because I would always create recipes, you know, just throw things together, and they would be so delicious, and the family would be asking me what I did. Well, I didn't remember, or a few weeks later they would tell me to make that thing I did before, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, come to find out, all those things are things I just threw together, and my girls would always get upset with me that I never wrote it down. And sometimes I would, but then I would lose this slip of paper. So they told me to get a notebook and to keep it in the kitchen cabinet right next to my stove. And anytime I decided to go off recipe or just throw something together, to write it down as I go. And if it turns out good, then we type it up. So thanks to them, I do. And we're able to save some good recipes now. But anyhow, so I wanted her to have her own, because she's a creator as well. And then also some of our homemade vanilla extract. Okay, so those things and the things that I didn't show you that I mentioned, those will be in one bag or box, however I decide to wrap it. All right, so now let's look at the essential oil thing. Okay, so we here in our home, we just use essential oils for a diffuser, and when making certain types of lotions or salves, you know, or a vapor rub, things like that. And I just decided to choose the ones that we use most often. So I chose peppermint, lemongrass, lavender, and lemon. So I just got her those 4 as just a little starter. I couldn't hardly decide which ones to get her. You know, we have several, and I wanted to get her all of them, but I decided to start her off with the ones that we started off with. And then we got her this diffuser. I've never used this brand before, so I'm hoping it's okay. But it's a wood grain diffuser. It's really pretty. Anyway, so got her that. Now, the last 2 are my ones I'm most excited about. Okay. So, we got her a water kettle. Her favorite coffee is Arbuckle's, and this is whole bean, because we grind our own beans here when we make our coffee, and her favorite brand is Arbuckle's. So we got her some organic Arbuckle's whole bean coffee. And to grind it, we got her a coffee grinder. So this right here is her coffee bin set. Now I also had on the list to get her a French press, because that's how we consume our coffee. We use a French press. But her friend actually got her one. So I didn't get her a French press. So I got her the rest of her coffee stuff. So she will be super excited about this. This will be one of her favorite gifts, I know. She is a coffee fanatic, and she will be so excited about this. And now the one that I put so much time and thought and love into is the apothecary one. Okay, so there's quite a few things in here. First off, I couldn't decide which book to get her. I have several, but I decided this one might be the easiest for her. So it's just Rosemary Gladstar's Medicinal Herbs, A Beginner's Guide. And we got her some of these Finum tea baskets. They are made in Germany. We have a couple sets ourselves, and they never get put back in the cabinet. They are used, all 4 of them are used every day. So we got her that. Because it is wintertime coming up and people get sick, we got our thermometer. All right. Okay, as far as tinctures go, I could not decide. We have a lot of different tinctures, but I couldn't quite decide which ones I wanted to give her. So I decided to give her the ones that she most commonly uses and the ones that she might need. So the biggest bottle here is our elderberry tincture. And these are all tinctures that we make here. And these are our own little labels. Okay, so she has elderberry tincture, a digestive tonic, a white willow tincture, an echinacea tincture, and a headache tincture. Okay, so those are her tinctures. Okay, now let's look at the herbs. Before we look at the actual herbs, look at this, check out this cute little bin. Okay, so this plastic acrylic type bin came from the Dollar General, and it's a really nice bin. I had my sister's very crafty. She does all kinds of craft stuff, and she makes these labels, these sticker names. So I had her make one that says Shannon's Apothecary. Isn't it cute? She did a great job. Okay, and then I just stuck them on here. So good to go. She will really like this. So the teas that I decided to, again, we have 4 drawers full of dried herbs for teas and tinctures, and I didn't know which ones to get her, but I decided, again, to go by the ones that she most commonly uses. So marshmallow root, and I went ahead and vacuum sealed all of these. So here's marshmallow root, chamomile, red raspberry leaf, mullein, and these are just little 1/2 pint jars. Peppermint, this is peppermint leaf. Echinacea. Okay, and then I put together 3 tea blends. So this tea blend here, it's for a flu, but it also has ingredients in it that helps a woman during her monthly cycle, okay? And then I wrote what it contains on the bottom. And this one here is respiratory tea, and I put a little asterisk here with warning on it, and I wrote what it contains as well. And then I also wrote how much to use, like the little directions on here, as well as what the warning is for. So it's recommended not to take if you're pregnant, nursing, or you have liver issues. And then the last tea blend I made, this is a blend I created based on what she likes. So it's Kristen's Licorice Mint Tea. And I made a note, do not use if you have low blood pressure because it has licorice in it. And then again, how to use it, and then what it contains. I forgot to show these two. So these things also go in with the items you just saw. This is a meal planner. It's called Just Meal Plan. There are a lot of pages to choose from in here. But there's information on how to meal plan, how to use the pages, references, the calendars, shopping list, inventories, keeping track of your inventory, different formats, different designs on having a weekly menu. There's actually several in this document. I didn't print all of them out when I was binding it for her. Like I said, shopping list, different formats or layouts of the shopping list, your favorite meals, keeping a track of them, just all kinds of different stuff in here. And then she's also getting the Budget 101 pack as well. This covers, again, it tells you how to use the pages, and it has calendars for each month. It covers your debts, your savings, your retirement, your monthly bills, how to keep track of expenses, certain things that you might be saving for. So it has like individual sheets for that. Anyhow, there's just a lot to this as well. So these things and this, I had this laminated so she can write what week it is and what her meal plan is for each day for that week. She can choose that format or this one, and she can write down what she wants as well as any notes. So if she needs to lay out some meat to thaw or soak some beans the night before, she can put little notes here. And she'll just use a dry erase marker like we do to write on there. So these things will also go in the items you just saw. I know she will be so excited about these gifts. I'm excited about them. I will admit that I have been a little curious as to what other people think, which it doesn't matter what they think, of course, but you know, it is not normal, I guess. And I did ask my friend about it, and she said she thinks it's great and awesome, and she said anyone that knows me would not be surprised by this whatsoever. So, but I do know that my daughter will be so excited about these things. In fact, even before the proposal, you know, she had said, when we get married, I want, and she basically told me this is some of the stuff that she wanted us to get her. So she's excited about that. And in addition to that, if you have seen any of my videos about like okra or pickled okra, I'm sure I have mentioned how much my daughter is addicted to pickled okra. So in addition to this stuff and the stuff I told you about that you haven't seen, we're gifting her a lot of pickled okra and some other home canned foods as well. And she also wants some of my sourdough starter, you know, to take with her whenever she gets married and moves in. So she'll get some of Bubbles. That's what we call her, sourdough starter. So she'll get some of that, and then she also wants some starter of our yogurt so she can continue, you know, making her own homemade yogurt. So anyway, it's an exciting time. Now, just to kind of give you a little warning here, if you decide to do something similar, especially like all these different things, the price does add up. So don't think that, oh, I'll just do this because it'd probably be cheaper than a pot and pan set. No. I just knew that this was really good stuff to give them. So, you know, but if you do need to do it a little cheaper, then, you know, you can pick a couple things or whatever. But basically, I just wanted to show this video to show you that you can go ahead, you have the permission, the freedom to go ahead and, you know, gift people, whether Christmas, wedding, anniversary, birthday, it doesn't matter, you know, unorthodox, uncommon, not average gifts. It's perfectly okay. So thank you for watching.